Cheers to how are you, my friend? Hugh, today I have to sing you this beautiful song. This is the moment, yes, and much more better, you, my friend, yes. Very nice, well, on your Facebook page, the moon, yes, this romantic place or landscape in Bondi Beach, yes, in Australia, in Sydney, yes. The full moon, yes, with the intense yellow color, yes. Thank you so much, my friend, for your reciprocation. I believe that for me, you put this subject, this beautiful picture, my friend, yes. And so I sent to you in Santorini Island the picture with the breakfast, the disc with some orange juice with fruits of passion fruits, cake chocolate, yes, waffle, yes, and what else? And some fruits, yes, chopped fruits, yes. I sent to you this week my food beans soup that I made yesterday. I cooked over here, and my dad's his best food it was, yes, beans soup, yes. Very often I was making to him, I was cooking to him during our stay in Rahati after my mom's death. And when my mom, she was alive, I was cooking together with my mom beans soup, chickpea soup, and lentils soup. So this kind of food, my dad, he was loving it. All these foods, bean soup, lentil soup, and chickpea soup. Yes. Today, later I will tell you my stories. Today I will sing to you in this moment. Yes, and later my stories, my friend. To emphasize the subject. This is the important thing to not forget. Jackson's living first of all. Happy June today, it's 1st June 2021. Happy June, they wrote the admins in Jackson's Landing. Happy June, looks like it's going to be a hot one. And one full stop. Yes. Very nice, your photo, yes, great photos of YouTube, and I love them. The photo is for 10 hours from now that they put 2003 Los Angeles, yes, when you had long hair, yes, reminded me in Pakistan, where what a beautiful morning that you sent to the journalists then, when you were so handsome man, still you are. Handsome man with long hair. My dad, he was telling me, my eldest, Hugh, very handsome, brilliant, glamorous man. He was, and still he is. My dad, he was telling me, yes, Hugh. And I have never seen in my life, I know, so handsome man. Yes, my dad, he was admiring you. Yes, you, my friend. For your beauty, your politeness, your delicacy, your politeness, your kindness, yes, and your beautiful face with your long hair American pronunciation that you had then, yes, matches to you, the long hair, yes. And in Van Helsing, it's for my best films, Van Helsing, that I have watched so many times. You were so dark-skinned, you handsome man, yes, with your long hair. And my dad was telling me, I know he has rare beauty, pulpitude. I pronounce correct now the word, pulpitude. Yes, from my dedication that I was writing you, pulpitude. I will try this week to write you dedication this way, today after my video, I will try. I have chose. I have chosen a photo of you, yes, from your great film Deception with Ewan McGregor. One photo I have found another time. I will write to you something, yes. You were in a tennis club then during your film. Something I will be inspired for you, yes. Okay. Now I want to sing you the song. This is the moment. Okay, I'm starting. And I have another surprise after this song. I have learned something else, another song. You have sung, rap song. But I don't know it. I don't aware it very well. Don't misunderstand me, but I'm trying to learn it. Yes. Okay. You will be appreciated me how I will sing. I will be sung it. Okay, I'm starting this the moment. Hold on a little to remember your notes. This is the moment, this is the day, when I sent all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in the ring. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I gather up my past and make some sense out of lost. This is the moment when I've done all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming, become one. This is the day, till the spark will shine, when all of this fall becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment that know beyond. This day forever, I say forever with God. When I look back, I will always recall. Moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. This I did my one best difficult song, yes, but I tried and made intensely my efforts, right, you. Yes, I love you, the complete lyric, in the middle of the song. And it said, this is the moment, this is the moment when all are done, all of the dreaming, the shimmy and screaming become one. Okay, I will repeat. All the dreaming, shimmy and screaming become one. Yes, very nice, the melody. I gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when I'm done. All that dreaming, seeming and screaming become one. So beautiful, very beautiful. Yes, I tried to correct something I know in the word screaming, yes. Because in previous time I used another note in this concrete point, but now I have controlled it. Yes, very nice song, very beautiful song. Yes, the other song is, and now I'm trying to learn it, not by heart. Hold on I will not tell you the song. I will sing to you and you will be understood me. Hold on to find it, where I wrote it. Hold on to remember the melody. I don't know if I will sing very well, but I'll try. Hugh. Dewa doa kai bukai, shangel chanti na gyuk sankai. Dewa kai ukai, kunchi mo sihasa yuhu shangali. Yes, I will the words that is lyrical, yes, but I loved your video with Conan, his name, yes, in the show, during the show of you, yes, you were dancing with Conan, and yes, and I loved you, man. I love you so much, yes, very nice, you present your, yes, the same presents your style, yes, like Russia, when you were with Ivan Urgan, yes, your face, indeed, we were the year 2013, 12, yes, very nice, and you're dancing, yes, about this song. And okay, I will be continued. Yewa boa kai bukai, hoya me yo sashi wa yo sayani. Yewa boa kai bukai. Very nice song. Okay, I need rehearsals. Yes. Okay, you had difficulties to learn this song some months, but at the moment from here in 4 days I have started to, yes, I hope that I will be managed to learn it and to sing you, yes. It's a little difficult in some points, words, to my friend. Yes. And Danny Boy, I will sing to you. The previous time when I sang to you the song Summer Over the Rainbow, exactly you're saying I checked it later. You're in the same note, yes, not much more higher note than you, and don't low note. Exactly in your regular notes, yes. And from the beginning, from the end. In the end, I went little bit, much more high, yes. Summer of the Rainbow, yes. But right now, I'll sing to you, Danny Boy. The Irish song of this beautiful country, yes, Ireland. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and only roses falling. It's you, I must go and I must buy. But when ye come, when summer's in the meadow, or where the valley's hushed and white with snow, it's I will hear in the sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when you come and all the flowers are dying, and if I'm dead, and dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I'm lying, and kneel and say, and I'll be there for me. And I shall hear those tread above me, and tall in my grave will warmer, sweeter be. Oh, you will dance and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. So beautiful, yes, Irish song, yes, traditional ballad, yes, traditional Irish ballad, yes, in Ireland. There are a lot of persons there singing this song. Yes, whenever I would go there in Ireland to, who knows, would go to make a career, yes, in opera, yes, who knows, one day in the future. I learned to sing you this Irish song to the Irish humans over there, yes. And one day in the future, I'm expecting you to sing together over there in Ireland, in Dublin, this song, Danny Boy, and who knows, and over one day in the future, to come to sing together over here in Greece, Angel Vibes, yes. You received my message, your Twitter account, and the new landscapes of Angel Vibes. I believe that you love my dedication, yes, with a new landscape, yes. Come here, yes, with the Angel Vibes, yes. Come here one day in the future to make a recording together, to make a CD with this song, Angel Vibes, to sing it at the same time together, my friend, yes. It's my biggest dream to sing with you, yes, and at least just only one time, yes, my friend, to come over here one day in the future. Yes, over in Ireland, or in Australia, Bondi Beach, yes, or in the United States, New York. I believe that one day in the future, I hope that I will be met you, yes. And my dad, he wanted to meet you, but 86 years old, yes, unfortunately, by luck, hit him this illness, yes, this horrible disease, suddenly. But we can do nothing, yes. Nothing. And this song that I sang to you, this is a moment dedicated with lots of love and to my dearest dad, Christos, and with lots of love and to you, Hugh, yes, and for my dad, because my dad, he loved you then. When he saw you in stadium in Sydney in 1999, yes, the year that you sang this song. And my dad told you then in January, remember you, how much he admired you, he loved you, yes. He told you, he praised you, he told you, he described all your appearance, yes, congratulations, he gave you his congratulations. Yes, my dad, he was loving you too much, yes. Too much, my dad. So do I, of course. Yes, my friend, I love you too much. So the reason that I'm writing to you, dedications, I'm sending to you food, yes, and a lot of things. Dedications to your pictures, yes. This is the song that I found to you. Danny Boyd's The Mermaid, and Chinese from cartoon, this word. Chinese song. Yes, beautiful song, but you must know that I watched your video with Conan then, yes, my friend. What else now? I have to tell you my stories, yes. You remember you. The previous time I told you that you is located with a way. Yes, I looked your Facebook page and I remembered you when you during the Mother's Day, when you showed your book with your mom's great recipes. In the end of the video, you stayed in one page with the receipt of lentils, because I sent it to you the lentils, and intentionally, little vaguely, you showed me this picture. You stayed a few seconds in the end of this picture to emphasize me that my knowledge is for you, yes. The dedication with the book of the recipes of my mom. Yes, and you said to your conscience, Manolis, he will be gotten me, he will get me, if I will be stayed on this page with the lentils, because before 1 week or 10 days before, I sent to you the recipe with lentils, yes, and the Greek traditional food, and you reciprocated to me, and something else on your Twitter account, yes, and this I got it then when you were inside the trees, outside the environment, yes, and your Twitter, you wrote, you got to agree, this is my best selfie ever, all the pride and joy. This thing that you wrote, yes, and I opened the picture too, and I realized, I understood that you mimicked me, yes, because you were wearing your sunglasses, yes, I think, and your hat you were wearing, and you tried to mimic me with my chest. Over here, yes. You put some inside your chest. It was a fly chest, because I had little, how can I say in English, a fly chest over here I had, yes, for my nature. And you tried, for example, to mimic me, yes, to understand that this is, for me, yes, this is the correspondence, the reciprocation, yes. Thank you so much, and that's always you remember me, and whenever you can, vaguely correspond to me, reciprocate to me, yes, vaguely, whenever you prefer, you want. And thank you so much for your moon, yes, Bonny Beach. You remember sometimes when I'm saying to you how Jimmy Stereoricals shows the card, the romantic meeting, the romantic card, the moon, one man and one woman, they are under the moon, yes. This romantic moment, yes. And this is the reason that you put the full moon, yes. My darling Manolis, he will be seen this photo, and he will be understood. He will get me again. Yes, my friend, thank you so much for your reciprocation. Today I send to you Santorini Island in Sanders Wine. Well, by looking at the internet, I found this photo too. As I send to you, something differently, something different. Yes, the breakfast, the beautiful landscape, the beautiful Canada ship inside the Aegean Sea. Yes. Yes, you, my friend. Thank you so much for this beautiful photo. I will be tried one day to write you dedication on this photo. Sometimes I will be inspired. Something, yes. Okay. The other thing is, yes, the tomato meatballs that I made for you. Yes, with I believe that you love it in this desert. Yes, I cook to you, and the bits with lemon sauce, with a puree. I believe that you love it, and the beef, with lemon sauce, and some bits of beef. Lemon sauce and with red sauce with tomato. Yes, that I made for you. Yes, the cookery is big size. Actually, in England, there you were cooking. Yes, I read your biography, and you were working with gymnastics. Yes, with cookery. Yes, you were cooking over there, yes, from your parents, from your mom and Grace, and from your dad, Chris. They taught you, you learned to cook, yes, and we have the same common. So do I. I'm cooking. Yes, I love the cookery. Cookery is my science. It's my dream. The cookery is my love. To put me here from the morning until night to cook to you a lot of things. Yes, I love to cook. Yes, I love to sing. I love yes, I have a talent to cook and to sing generally to my life. Yes, the cookery is big science. I like to open the jute sheet to make a cheese pie or pie with spinach. Yes, although I have I have a strong wood, and I'm opening the jute sheet. Right now I have not opened, I have not made spinach pie because I'm not very, all the time, in good mood. Yes, I had the crisis with my dad. Yes, my psychology is weird. Yes, at the moment. Yes, I had a lot of dreams. I'm seeing with my dad. Yes, dreams, and weird dreams, and when I'm waking up, yes, I'm crying. Yes, and on Sunday I cried with sobs. Yes, today in the morning. Yes. I'm saying, and for example, on Saturday morning I saw my parents in my dream outside that I was over here in Halandri, and my parents, they were outside on the door, and they were saying, my knowledge, we came for you we brought you a present. They were holding in their hands a present for me, yes, and so intensely real dream to us, you know, yes, and yes, but I woke up, I didn't see what kind of present inside the box, nothing. I have seen in another dream with my dad. I saw this dream on Friday. It was a bad dream. Yes, so my dad that there was some persons, unknown strangers, and they were holding a wife. They are trying to wipe my dad. Yes, and my dad, he was feeling the pain, and he was telling me, when all this stop them because they are wiping me. For example, that Jesus Christ, when for example, they wiped him. I said correctly, they were wiped. I think wipe is. Hold on to bring my dictionary. Okay, hold on, you just a moment. Yes, why? W-H-I-P. Yes. But for whip, the pronunciation, lash. L-A, similar word, L-A-S-H, lash. They are trying to wipe him, to whip him, yes, this person. And Manolo, I'm feeling strong pain, yes, please help me, try to make them to stop, to whip me, to wipe me, yes. It was, and my dad was very bad position. His face, he was he squeezed his body. Very evil dream, yes, bad dream. And I was wondering what's going on in the other side. That is, yes, what's going on? And yes, I was thinking, the evil spirits, they are trying to trap his soul in another dimension. Right now, the souls are free until the Sunday of Pentecost. Yes, until the Sunday of Pentecost is June. Yes. Then the souls are returning back in their position from the Sunday, from the good Saturday until the Sunday of Pentecost. The souls and evil souls and good souls are free. Yes, you know now the souls are flying on the atmosphere, and there are bad spirits. This I thought, from the hell, from the Hades, and evil spirits, and sometimes the evil spirits disturb in knowing the good spirits inside the spiritualists. These things, with my logic, I suspected this, and I don't know if I'm sure, Yes, perhaps in this dream it could be a coincidence, but I believe that it wasn't a coincidence. Yes, and could be. Yes, but the logic says, and the bad spirits, the good spirit. Sometimes the bad spirits inside the spiritual world, disturb the good spirits, and in their world. The evil humans generally disturb, the good humans, and the same thing is happening inside the spiritual world. Yes, yes, and he came in my subconscious to help him. Yes, and today I saw him, but he was in very good position. Yes, he was. Now I don't remember. I'm seeing him very often, and I forget the dream. Yes, I forget. I still think today that we were walking together with him. We were going somewhere in a known place area. And it was very good dream, yes. I have seen with the dog then, you remember, the dog was shining the dog, yes. I saw in the dream with you then on April that I told you my parents they were over here and you were singing outside my house. From then I have not seen you in my dream. From then still, yes, I have not seen you. And I was wondering, I have a little period to see my available friend you, yes, my darling. From then, no, I have not seen you to see me outside. Yes, I'm very intense liveliness. This dream was. You were singing outside. My mom and my dad they told me. I remember. My name is Hugh Michaelis. Is outside. Come to see him and. You, my dad and my mom, they hugged you, so I hugged you, then in April. When I was telling you the dream, yes, very nice, beautiful dream, yes, my friend. Yes, okay, these things I will tell you, my friend, these things. I want to show you the board over here, yes, the board, my living room, yes, and some boards two boards that my dad was painted. My dad, he was painting. He had the talent to paint things, yes, except from the poetry. Yes, and he was painting. Personally, I don't know. I don't possess. I don't aware to paint, yes. Don't have this tendency, this talent, no, absolutely nothing, yes. Okay, hold on a little, just a moment to show you the boards and outside the bugambilia, the flower, because my friend has started to live the flower her life. Yes, the season passed and yes, and now it's getting old, the flower, yes. It's getting old because the season has passed, yes. Okay, and to show you the board. A friend of us, 1983, 84, an excellent painter painted this board, yes, with the fruits, and this one with a bird, this one, and this one. Painter, another painter, painted this board. This with the waves, the same like this board with the fruits, the same person he painted this board. Yes. Now this painter has died. You saw it. You were impressed at the way that he painted this man. To show you, this is my dad painted. This. He had the talent to study painting, my dad, but it didn't go. Very nice, the building, yes, the lake, the mountains, yes, the small bird over here, the phoenixes, yes. Yes, my dad was an excellent painter. No portraits, only landscapes. He had the talent to paint you, my dad, Christos. Yes. My mom embroidered this flower over here, my mom, Ria, and this one, my mom embroidered it over here. And my dad, Santorini Island, he painted this, the church, the volcano, the sea, yes. My dad, Christos, Hugh. I will show you. My mom embroidered in this one board, yes, a woman that she's reading a book, embroidered it, my mom. And my mom, she had with embroidered this thing. She had my mom the talent to embroider things. Outside, we'll have to switch off the lights. My dad told me to be careful, man, all the lights. To show you the bean soup. Yes. That I made yesterday, Hugh. I have not eaten yet. After my video, I will be eaten. In another 2 days, I will eat bean soup. Very delicious. This is the flower, Bougainvillea, over here. Show it from here. It's a very nice view. My car. to show you here paradise. Yes, you my friends, bean soup that I cook, yes, very healthy, it's a food very healthy. For 3 days I will eat this, yesterday and today I will eat and tomorrow. Well, we have another 2 plates, and with that way, and I'm retrenching, and my money of course, yes, will have benefit. It's very cheap food. Yes, and very healthy, yes. Because the meat and the fish is much more expensive. Actually, I avoid the fish because I have allergy. I have allergy, you know, the disease on my face. The allergic skin eczema, seborrhea. I have dried skin, and over here my hair, yes. And I avoid the fish, yes, and the pork. I'm not eating I'm not eat pork, nothing, yes, and avoid the lamb, because it affects my allergy with my face, the eczema, seborrhea that I have. And yes, very cheap. The food is the beans, and very delicious, and so healthy. My dad he grew up inside a poor family in Brahati, yes, and they were eating bean soup, cold fish. Yes, then the cold fish was much more cheap, yes. But he was loving the bean soup. Do you know my dad, what he was telling me, my dad, Christmas, my knowledge, if the price of bean soup was too much expensive, I would have bought it again, because I love this food. Yes, this is my dad who was telling me, my knowledge. I would have, if the beans were too much expensive, I would have bought them. Yeah, because I love to eat this soup, bean soup, my dad, yes. He would love this food. Yes, I'm very careful here when I was telling you about I'm retrenching, yes, with my money, yes, because my situation is difficult, yes. Over here, it's difficult to find a job, difficult. One day in the future, I will go in exterior to work around in the opera or any job. Over here in Europe, I mean, in the exterior, yes. Don't know when, yes. But I have obligations. And over here with public services, you know, yes. Public services, yes, obligations, yes. I have to finish first my obligations with the public services over here, and later I will go, yes, in the exterior, yes, in Europe, to work with any job, anywhere, because my situation is very difficult over here. Today is slum, there is, over here in my country is very poor, as I was telling you. The mentality of the humans over here is very bad, awful, yes, the mentality over here. I want to live in other mentality, in exterior. And that things that I was telling you, yes, in February I want to go somewhere else. Over here I don't have friends, first of all. My life over here, my life, doesn't have any sense, doesn't have any point, my life over here in Greece. I should have gone from years and years, but I sacrificed for my mom's illness, disease, and I helped my parents. I made a lot of efforts to them and to my dad. With this situation, for 1 month and a half, that I lived the nightmare. My dad, he was living the nightmare. Yes, my dad, before he died, told me, go, man, always in the exterior, go. And do you know which country? He told me, in Australia, in Sydney, to find you. When you will go over there in Sydney one day in the future, he will come to find you. But it's difficult with the new Chinese influenza, the new flu. All the borders are closed in Australia and in America. Very difficult situation. Yes, with this new influenza. I can't. But in Europe it's little bit much more better. Yes. Yes, I lived the nightmare. Yes, I can't accept it, that I can't accept this thing that I lost my dad. Yes, I have lost my 2 parents. They have gone. Yes, in the exterior, when I will go, of course, I will make videos, talk to you, and yes, don't worry. Yes. My dedication, exactly the same situation, yes, and in Europe when I will be, of course, you, my friend. But the point is, when your dad is done, a lot of problems are coming up. Yes, what we can't do nothing. Yes, the last. Has flowers with metaphorical meaning and nails. Yes, I said word nails. Yes, in Greek is agathia. Nails is something else. Note agathia. Hold on to find my dictionary because I'm not prepared again. Suddenly this came out in my mind. Third, Thorn, prickle, Prickle, thorn, thorny, for example, thorny, the adjective, thorny, thorn, yes, thorns. So life has thorns and roses. Roses, the good moment situation. Every time when I'm talking to you, you are my comfort. Yes, inside your eyes, I'm seeing the kindness and the politeness of my dear Christus. Yes, whenever I'm speaking to you. Yes, you are my comfort because I learned to talk with somebody. Yes, and only to you, I'm talking to you. Yes, I know that you are watching me. Yes, inside your beautiful face, your eyes, I'm seeing my dad that I have lost. Yes, you, my friends, something like that. This thing I'm feeling intensely inside me for you. Yes, and I'm seeing my dad. Yes, inside your. Actually, my dad told you, Hugh, you will be his support. Try to help this boy. You are because I was my whole life his optimist. Try to help him in your life, Hugh. Yes, don't leave this boy to stay inside the mercy of God, to become a beggar, for example, or a poor person. This is my dad, he meant. Try to help him, and the God will be rewarded you. He will reward you, to you and to your family, for this good thing that you will make, that you will be made for my son and others. I will not forget his words. I can't so touching and wise words. It was this things were with his wisdom. He was talking to you. He was speaking to you with his wisdom. Wise man, my dad. He was very wise. Yes. Yes, Deborah, my friend, my best regards. Forgot you. Yes, I'm talking to you. My best regards, my dear friend Deborah, and my love I'm sending to you. Yes. The things I want to tell you, my friends, you. Best regards to your dad, Chris. Hello, Chris. My best regards and my love from Halandri to Sydney over there. Yes, I hope you that your dad is living in Australia. I hope, if I'm wrong. Yes, and to your children, you, best regards, and to your mom, Grace, and to your talent agent, Patrick Whitesell, and to your agents in London, Luke Coulson, and to your talent agent, Penny Williams, in Sydney. My best regards and my love to her, yes. Yes, I remember you when I sent it to you, the album, yes. In 2009, and you told vaguely to show me that you received it. Then that day you were leaving from Perth. Yes, the same day in the morning you received, or the previous day in the afternoon or in the evening. Yes, and the same day you made a video 8 o'clock in the morning, and in the middle in the afternoon, the same day you were flying from Perth. Nearly you had time to receive it, yes. At the final time, yes. You said, "Love you guys, ma." Remember you, thank you, man. Thank you so much. You're so kind. I have never seen in my life so kind person, human, kind-hearted. I have never seen in my life, yes. The same character like you. For example, to see a double, each human, he has different character. Yes, I have not seen a person like you, yes, to have the same character. Yes, very rare. Every human is different. Each human have different. And to myself, I have not found another person with the same character and the same voice when I'm speaking and when I'm singing. It's phenomenon. And I have not seen, yes. But each human he has his double. But where you will be found is very rare phenomenon. But you are so kind-hearted. I have never seen in my life another person like you. So kind-hearted, and you are a person that you help the persons, the humans. You are making efforts generally to your life. Yes, human. It is just you. You're so polite and kind person, and very sensitive. A human, a person, you are with sensitivities, to my friend. Okay, say to you the time, yes, and I send my greetings, yes, and I have to not forget and somebody else, Bob Rose, yes, your meditator, yes, the spiritualist, yes, hello Bob. My best regards, and I'm saying again, one day in the future, when I will come in New York, you will take me over there to Bob Road, the meditation, yes. I don't know absolutely nothing, yes, how the mystery oracle, yes, and tarot cards, cafe divination, palm reading, palmistry, yes, these things. I don't know, yoga and meditation, these things, and hypnotism, no. I don't know nothing about these things. Simple divination, I'm using simple things. And the simple but metaphysical things, yes.